Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Gals. Today I have with me Beth Pan.
Hi
Now, you are legit, and I know that because I saw a couple of videos. You're a producer at MVA, which is the studio across the street, across the hall. And
Feels like across the street.
Feels like across the street,
Right.
a million miles away. So I know I've heard of you, I've seen you on the internet. I'm like, I gotta have this girl on Gals, and I need to talk to her.
There you go.
And you gotta tell me your life story.
Okay.
So we're gonna go from the beginning.
From
first,
where?
First, let's do
Beginning is a little bit far
I know,
away.
right? No, let's not go that far. Let's start with what do you do at Microsoft day to day?
Sounds good. So I recently joined, by recently I mean like 4 months ago, joined Microsoft Learning as a producer for Microsoft Virtual Academy. So what I do is I help drive the developer path on Microsoft Virtual Academy. I define...
And for people who are not aware of the difference between MVA and Channel 9, do you know? Can you give a spiel on that?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that you know more about Channel 9 than I do. I personally think of Channel 9 as the YouTube of Microsoft, and then you guys drive more excitement about topics on technology in general. It doesn't matter if you actually get on the coding side or IT pro side, or if it's general, like Minecraft, right? Which is not like the main topic that we would choose because we mainly do like developer and IT pro. But at the same time, MVA is more like teasing the audience to be more interested in actually taking a longer course. So we do smaller videos, like 5 to 10 minute videos to show you how to do quick demos, hello world type of things. Recently, I've built courses for the bot framework with like Node.js with Christopher Harrison and Ryan. And then we had courses on like C#, ASP.NET. Yesterday we recorded something on identity server for ASP.NET. So like things that are that you spend a smaller chunk of time to learn and quickly get you into the door in either, for like I said, either programming or IT pro, and then you go on and find like more longer courses that we offer, such as OpenEdX, edX, courses that Microsoft provide, or that we have like certificate programs. So it's kind of like a funnel, right?
So that's how I see it too. I think my Channel 9 would be like the cutting edge news announcements, big live events.
Right.
Here's what's coming out. Go learn more at MVA.
There you go.
And get deeper dives, series of videos.
Right.
Go binge watch, have a good time there. Anywho, so you do that. What did you do before you joined this team?
So I was recruited by Microsoft about a year ago. I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary here a week ago.
Aww. I'm an old person here. I've been here 6 years now. I'm a veteran, you see. So you joined a year ago.
Yeah, I actually joined Office extensibility team as a software engineer before.
Okay.
So hardcore coding every day for about 8 months or so. That was when I started to rethink my career path. Because before that, I was a dev for like about 3 years in SharePoint. So I think I call it the mid-20s crisis.
Yeah, for sure. I've had it. I'm still going through it. Yeah, I feel you.
Around that time that you start to think like if you want to go fully technical for a long time or if you want to switch gear a little bit. For me, it was kind of like I want to try something different just to feel if I actually want to go the technical path all the way through.
Okay. You want to be a little more well-rounded.
Right.
Yeah, you want to be like the social program managing and technical.
Right.
You want to be all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's a good opportunity.
I'm sorry, it was my dancers distracting you.
It just started to like relive in my mind. I didn't register it right away for some reason.
I dance a lot on the show. I don't know how it just kind of comes out.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I express myself.
No, it's totally fine.
Oh, God.
Characteristics of videos, right? So, so that's how I got over.
So you're going through your quarter life crisis right now. So we're gonna come follow up with you in a couple years, see where that led you. You're a bum on the street.
In the midlife, how do you feel about your decisions? I
messed up back there. No, I think you're doing great. So let's go to Baby Beth.
Okay.
How you got into tech and where it all began? What sparked the interest? So where did you grow up? And then out of high school, I'm hoping you graduated high school. Did you go to college?
In this world, you never know, huh?
I know, right? You can't judge anyone
That's true,
on
that's
their
true.
education level. Although we do have high school grads here at Microsoft. Like,
No, I think that there's a very big presence. Our own, very own founder himself.
Yeah, didn't go
right?
to graduate college or
Right,
finish
right,
college. Yeah.
Right. So back to college and high school. Man, it feels like forever ago.
Like in high school, were you coding at that point or no?
No, so I was actually born and raised in China.
Oh, nice.
So it's a different educational system.
I don't hear the accent. You sound like a Cali girl to me. I swear. I
Cali girl,
yeah,
really?
you were, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah,
How's it going?
I feel you don't give off the impression of being born and raised in China.
I've been here for since 2011, so it's been
recent.
About 6
wow.
years or so. All my relatives are still there.
Oh wow.
Enjoying, the good
What
weather.
city?
It's called Harbin. I don't
Okay.
know if you've heard of it.
No,
It's
no.
like northeast of China.
Nice.
Big capital city of the province.
Okay.
Very cold.
Oh,
It
really?
gets to like negative 30 something
Oh,
degrees
geez.
Celsius
Okay.
in winter times.
Uh-huh.
So I grew up in a very cold
You grew up in a cold
environment.
village in northern
across
eastern
the
China.
mountains is
You came
Russia
from
and
really far
Siberia.
away. You came from far.
Yeah, so
love it.
right, I was there. High school is intense
Uh-huh.
in a different environment. So I didn't get a chance to get into computer science for I want to say a long time, but like towards the end of my high school experience, there were computer camps and math camps, kind of nerdy things.
Yeah.
Then I finally got a chance to like learn these things. I remember back then it was like Visual Basic, and you program something to help this little person to go in the maze into the center.
Nice.
That was the very first one that I still remember. Very first.
So this was like after school or like summertime?
It was, I want to say summertime.
Okay.
Maybe.
But you said high school was intense?
Yeah, like studying is very intense.
Is it?
So.
Or were you just a really good student and you wanted to push yourself? I don't know. I didn't grow up in China. I'm asking you.
There are things that I'm like playing in my head first and say like, is that allowed?
Is that allowed?
But like it was about, so you go to school every morning around 7 and you don't leave till like 10. Like I said, it's completely different educational system,
Interesting.
right? So
I'm down for that. Keep the kids in school. Long hours. Wow, it's exhausting. No nap time?
no. Well, not like instructed, but if your desk is far behind,
Yeah, you just take a
there's
little.
something
quick-
that you can do.
quick
I
nap.
developed a skill of sleeping like this. It was very handy in
up.
college.
Just put some sunglasses on.
No, seriously though, it was very handy.
Was it?
In college?
What? Oh, college. I'm still stuck on the fact that you were
No, but I learned it in high
15-hour
school.
days in high school. Jeez.
Right, so high school was quite
So you have
stressful.
some crazy work ethic now, huh? Is that how that worked? They toughened you up.
If anyone from Microsoft asks, no.
Okay.
So I actually
you did
went
the code
through.
camps and you got interested in technology.
Yeah,
and
I actually went through a college entrance examination there, and then I started college there in the north part of China. It was a school for finance and economics,
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
But I only stayed there for about half a year.
Okay.
Not, I don't maybe half a year. But
How
so
big is the school? Like how many students? Are they all small?
40,000.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
university.
so it's a pretty big university.
all right. All right.
Yeah. I think it's a good school for finance, and it's called Dongbei University of Finance Economics. It's pretty famous in China. But at the same time, the rule is because the college entrance examination is so strict, once you're in, you're in. You can never transfer or change your major.
Okay.
So it's a different story, right?
Yeah.
I was in college for about half a year, and then I realized that I didn't really want to learn the
Business, finance,
finance
economics.
side of the things.
Yeah.
So my choices were like either I go back to high school and do this again, or I think about more creatively either that I want to do something else outside of school there, or if I want to pursue education somewhere else.
Okay.
My parents were like really open-minded in general, not the tiger parents type.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
So they were kind of just like, sure, if you want to, you can go outside of the country do
finish
something
your
that you want to
education.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I wanted to be like a very small part of a big school. So that's how I picked like the Ohio State University.
Oh.
That's my alma mater.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did you decide that? Like, were you like, I'm going to go to America? Is that just the decision you came up with?
Yeah.
Okay. No other countries? Like
No,
Canada didn't interest you?
That's a very good point. I didn't think about other choices. Like
Just
somehow America is the only one that showed up on my list, but I did apply for like about 8 schools here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. That's a good question.
Why you didn't
I need to
choose
like
another country?
explore my
Did you
like.
know English?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because it's kind of like
Teach
here's
you
a
there.
blank that you put in some sort of preposition in the blank kind of like learning. But there's no like trainings between like everyday English, right? It's very difficult that you pick these things up when you're actually in the environment. Before was kind of like you can write an essay, learn like how to, you listen to like a dialogue kind of thing, and they ask you some related questions, or you pick the right words.
So you
to
knew
put
like
in the
really
blank.
proper English, but you didn't know how to like have a conversation.
Yeah, written English is awesome.
Yeah, written English. That's super easy. Okay, I get it.
Then obviously went through some hoops when I first came here for like, because you have to rent a place yourself, go get a car, you know, because it's Ohio.
Yeah, you can't take a bus.
You kind of need a car to
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Pretty big state. and
Right.
A lot of driving. I've never been, but
And
I
then
can picture it. Yeah.
there's miles and miles of cornfield.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
pretty
fun.
impressive.
It's impressive. Okay, so you were like, I'm going, I applied to this state, you went, and you just moved there.
Yeah.
You just got on a plane.
Yep.
Moved.
Yep.
Wow. Look at you. That's really impressive.
Yeah, it was kind of like 3 months of worth of decision.
Yeah.
I want to say when I was young, I was kind of like,
So your parents are still
whatever
in China?
style. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
They're all my relatives are still
Everyone.
in China. Yeah.
Look at you.
All of them.
Look
They
at
see
this
me here.
girl. I'm so impressed. Okay, so you went to Ohio State, and then what? You decided on your major there, or?
Yeah, so I went to Fisher College of Business,
Mm-hmm.
and my major was Management Information Systems, so half and half. I still get to
So
transfer
you
my
left business
credits.
school to go to another business
Yeah,
school?
exactly.
You don't learn from your mistakes, do you? Okay.
So I thought about like, because you can transfer your credits. Look how convenient.
Oh, okay, now I get it.
Right?
Yeah.
So at the same time, information systems more towards, you know, database management. You still learn the basics of, at my school it was Java back then when I was in school.
Okay, cool.
So you learn the basics of, you know, data structure, algorithms, and how to, they invoke your interest of learning, right? So you learn how to learn in the university about programming, and then later on, if you're actually interested in either side, you can like switch it.
Okay.
Kind of like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. It's all applied so well in your life.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, was in the program for 3 years, about 3 years. Tuition was very expensive.
Was it? Because you're out of state, out of country.
Yeah,
so.
out of state tuition, and then tried really hard to graduate early, and I graduated early, like 1 or 2 semester early.
Nice.
I did a summer internship. This is how it actually became a real thing for me in programming. So I did a summer internship at Nationwide Insurance, which is my old company, as a SharePoint intern. And then I was very amazed at the fact that they hired me as an intern because I didn't really know anything about SharePoint. But my old team had a very open mind theory of, as long as you're a fast learner and you're passionate about the things that you want to do, we believe in investing time in you and actually cultivate you into what you want to be in your own career.
Nice.
Spent a long time learning SharePoint. If you're a SharePoint dev out there, you probably know like what's the learning curve is like. I spent like the whole 3 years. There's always something new coming up. There's always a like question when I'm doing either like server configuration or actually programming against SharePoint. I was very lucky that there are a lot of principal level software engineers there at my old team working with me, and they were willing to sit down with me for like hours and hours and helping me understanding the complicated process, right? And then I would like to think my old team as a startup company trapped in a corporate
Yeah.
suit. So we were a very like fast growing and like fast processing kind of team. And we like learn by breaking things, and like it was work hard, play hard, definitely kind of style.
Cool.
So yeah, spent 3 times there.
So your internship led to a full-time position, and you stayed there for 3 years. And all SharePoint.
It's SharePoint development.
Dude, I love SharePoint. It's my favorite. I'm always trying to tell Seth to make plugins and add-ons and help me do that stuff. I have all these ideas, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it was a big time for SharePoint around 2013. We just migrated it from 2010 to 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the team, we have like about 20 to 30 developers, consists from like with full-time employees and a lot of contractors rotating through different projects as well. It was a big team.
Yeah, that's great. So then Microsoft came after you, right? They were like, you need to join us.
You know that little like magical button on LinkedIn? As soon as you flip it, everybody calls you.
Yeah.
It was like open to career choice or career suggestions kind of thing. Yeah, so that was last summer. So it was partially because you know, it's been 3 years with one company, and I've always had my personal dream of going to the West Coast and try the technology like style with innovative companies. And along the West Coast, there's a lot of companies and opportunities here. I considered Silicon Valley area as well as up north, more like Seattle, Portland, and submitted resumes to a couple big companies, and then I think the recruiters of all these companies did a good job of, you know, I actually try to help you find the things that matches you better with, you know, not only the ones that you submitted to, but also like if they think that you fit for other. Yeah, that's what Microsoft did for me. They, my recruiter tried to find like 2 or 3 different opportunities for me, and just to try it out and see like which one is the best.
So LinkedIn actually helped someone get a job.
Yeah.
You're the first one I've met that actually that worked for. That's amazing that they came after you and they gave you options and you picked the best one.
Yeah.
You were like, the office extensibility is what I need to.
Yeah. So I did some. I did interviews with 2 different teams. In office, and then the other one, I think the other one is on the product team. Okay. So like more hardcore engineering style. Like I said, I was like thinking about switching career path and how I want to plan this out. So, and then I discovered that there is this developer evangelism style where you are in between your customers and the product team, and you help them. You're essentially a bridge, right? Help the product team to gather feedback and help the customers to get the first hand information from the product team. Sometimes it's beta versions of certain things that they're building. For me, it was Microsoft Graph. Okay. So in Office, we were building toolings for MS Graph, and then we built some SDKs, and I worked on the Yeoman generator for Office add-ins. Yeah. So revamped that to have like TypeScript, React integration, so that people living in the current world can actually use it. So you did keep a lot in a year. Yeah. You
guys did a lot. And then you switched over to the MVA team, and now you're like a content producer.
Yeah.
Look at you, all the way from China, the northern eastern part of China.
It was a long trip over.
It was a long journey. Yeah. And you still got a long way to go, girl. I expect VP status for you one day. I got my high hopes on here. Yeah, hopefully, there you go. All right, now it's time for lightning round. Okay. So we got to know you. Now we get to go a little deeper.
All right.
First question: what's your favorite programming language? Look at you. You got options. Huh? You got so many. Can't decide.
I'm swinging in between JavaScript. Yeah. So I was thinking either JavaScript or C#, because like I said, SharePoint was on basically .NET framework, and then it's built on top of that. Okay. And it's all like .NET language that we, or C# that we use to program against it. Do you like it because you know
it so well? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just really confident?
It was more like, if somebody's watching this video and actually asks me like something about either one, which one's my favorite, C#. Okay. But JavaScript has evolved so much during the past couple years. It's been like so flexible. there's many things that you can do, and then we as a company worked with other partners, and we developed TypeScript on top of it. So it was kind of like a very object-oriented way of learning JavaScript at this point. So I would have said TypeScript if it's actually a language.
I know, right?
But it compiles back down to JavaScript, so I'm forced.
TypeScript / JavaScript.
My hands are tied.
Just say that. TypeScript / JavaScript.
There you go.
JavaScript with a little bit of TypeScript.
They're competing over the years.
Sorry, I just saw one of our coworkers drop something, and I made eye contact, and I saw him drop it, and I was like, so that was where my shock came from. Not the TypeScript JavaScript comment.
No, you're fine.
Okay, that was a really long answer to my lightning round.
Lightning round.
Anywho, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Do you listen to music when you work?
Yes.
What kind of music?
Techno.
What? You weirdo.
When I work.
She's like,
you specifically said when I work. Tycho is my band.
What is?
Tycho.
Oh, I gotta listen to that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so funny.
Coding music. Right.
Now the dancing's coming back. Okay. What do you spend on that makes your life easier? What do you spend money on you're like, it's a splurge, but you're like, it's good.
Oh, man.
It's good.
I don't know if this is compliance.
What you buying?
Alcohol.
That makes your life easier.
Dark beer.
You like dark beer?
Specifically,
like stouts?
yes.
Or?
Stouts, porter,
nice.
yeah.
I like
Draft
those
beer.
too. They're like milkshakes.
There you go.
Yeah, they're like chocolate milkshakes. I like
and
them
like
too.
it developed your palate
Yeah.
very complicated,
Yeah.
very complicated way.
I'll buy you a
right?
6-pack one day.
There you go.
What is a useless gadget that you have purchased recently?
Oh my gosh, so many.
Really? You're like, you buy those, anything that comes out? All those AI talking devices, all those wearables?
No, actually, I don't consider those as unnecessary. I need to think about it for a little bit. The unnecessary gadget. Can we come back to this?
Yeah, we can come back to it. But now I'm thinking of the next question. What, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. Obviously.
Yeah. What? There's so many people who do say Star Trek, and I'm just like, I'm trying to lean. Like, I've seen the newer ones, and I'm like, okay.
Really?
I can.
Have you? Oh, here's an interesting question. Have you ever interviewed someone who's said like, I've never watched them?
Either of them?
Yeah.
That hasn't happened yet. And if that person came on the show, I don't know if I had any respect for them anymore. Like, you can't pick one nerdy, like, star fight movie.
Star fighting movie. Yeah.
I like the new Star Trek stuff.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the new Star Wars.
Yeah?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Star Wars better in general.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can see it on both sides, though. Yeah.
Okay, what is my other questions? I'm really drawing a blank. Ooh, an app. What's your favorite app?
Oh, on what platform?
Let's do your phone and then your desktop.
Phone app? iMessage, no.
iMessage, like the Facebook one?
iMessage?
Oh,
no,
iMessage,
no.
iMessage.
Like the message.
Okay, I'm confused.
See, like I
with
said,
Messenger.
I've been. Dude,
iMessage is not really like an app. Like it is, but it's like, okay, what's something that's not already installed on your phone? Something you go out of your way to go to the App Store and download.
There's so many of those. I can't.
Mine is Shazam.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you use it a lot?
No, but like if it does, if there's a song on the radio,
Like,
I'm like, ooh.
One app.
Yeah.
If you can only have one app on your
can't.
phone, other than the default ones.
I'd have to say the Outlook one just because I do a lot of my work on my phone. I'm like laying in bed, I'm like answering emails.
No, I totally got you.
Yeah, right?
Totally got you.
So it looks like I'm always working.
I think Candy Crush, maybe.
That's taking so much money from me. I hate that app.
Yeah, I know, totally. They
sounds-
stopped doing that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they
you
stopped.
can't buy your way to the top?
They stopped like charging you for new levels.
Hmm.
Maybe I've been playing so long and they're rewarding me.
Yeah.
Because
You
I'm
went
on like
your
the
way to the
1,000
top.
levels or something.
Yeah.
So they were just like, oh, you're already on 1,000.
Oh,
we
man.
charged you enough.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
unlimited.
Yeah, I think so.
What, do you play video games a lot or no?
Yeah.
What's
my favorite video game?
Yeah.
There are two of them.
What?
They go back and forth.
I'm down. What is it?
Assassin's Creed.
Really? Is it good?
Assassin's Creed, yeah.
I've been so
I
tempted
like
to buy
4
it.
the best.
And I'm always looking at the gameplay and I'm like, I think I would like it. But I'm always hesitant. I don't know why.
Do you like role play kind of
I
thing?
like role play
have
games.
a storyline.
I hate shooting games.
Okay.
Like I'm so over the.
So not Halo.
Yeah, I just.
Halo does have a storyline though, you know.
Yeah, it does. I just don't like shooting games. I get overwhelmed and I'm like
I know.
sweating. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
and I
especially
can't.
when you're playing online, right?
Yeah,
With
so I
other
can't do
people.
that. But I feel like Assassin's Creed there's no guns, right? It's like swords and
Yeah, it's more
knives
brutal.
Yeah, I think that's more fun.
In a way.
I don't know what it is. The pointing the gun parts, I just can't.
No, I see what you're saying.
I can't focus that well. But like stabbing or like, sword fighting, I feel like I'm just like.
Behind someone.
Yeah, sneak up.
There you go.
I'm going to go home and download that too.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Halo.
Oh, Halo, really?
I really like Halo.
The story and all that?
Yeah, up till like 4, and then Assassin's Creed came up with like the 4th one. I think it was Black Flag or something.
Mm-hmm. The latest one, right?
No, the latest one is the one that you can play multiplayer mode, and it happened in a different country. I think it's 5 is the latest one for Assassin's Creed. Okay. But yeah, they go back and forth.
So I should go get the 4.
Yeah, but not the online version. I like the storyline version. So just follow the storyline.
Yeah, I don't like playing with other people. I want to be by myself. I don't like commenting on the talkbacks. I don't want to comment on. I feel like I'll get in a fight with someone. I don't want to do it. Okay, what else?
Good questions.
Yeah, you like these?
Yeah.
I came up with that one on my own right there.
There you go.
What? Oh, let's go back to the useless gadget.
Oh man, I think the most recent one is I bought like a set of keyboard for my iPad that I never use.
Keyboard?
Yeah, you can do like it was a cover first, okay? The cover was very like wet leather, styles, right?
Yeah.
And it comes with like a Bluetooth keyboard on the side.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is perfect. If I want to type in something on the keyboard, I can totally do that.
But it's like one more thing you got to worry about.
Right. And then now it's like seriously, I've never used it once.
Oh.
Other than pairing it. And I tried it. Like never.
I mean, the keyboard on it is so good. Why do you need a separate one?
I know.
I need more space.
And it was like it makes your iPad literally like thicker, so it defeats the purpose of like.
Throw it away. Move on. You don't need it. All right, let's end with what is your advice for the younger generation to get involved in tech?
I want to say don't afraid to ask questions first of all, and then technology is not something that's like a monster style that when you learn, you have to learn for 5 years until you can actually do something. Actually, it's evolving very quickly these days, right? Like I said, if you illustrate that you have a passion for it and you think you're a fast learner and you're willing to learn, this is the perfect industry. I've learned so much every day from people in this industry, reading documentations, reading articles, scrolling Twitter, just seeing like the code snippet every day, learn so much. Yeah. Also, if you would like to get on Microsoft Virtual Academy, we have so many good courses.
I like that shout out. That's a good one. Yeah, like an absolute beginner series with Bob Faber.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All that stuff. Cheers! Great learning more about you.
Yeah, next time with beer.
Yeah, the dark beer. It's your favorite. Alrighty. See you next time.
Thank you, guys.